Hi. Good morning. So, coming on right now just to share something that there's been a threat made to the high school that my daughter works at. I had to delete my first post because it was so violent. I just was so upset and angry and went off, so I had to delete it and come back on and try to do this calmly. Only because there is a couple people in my family who post stuff on Facebook constantly about the anti-gun and get rid of the guns and everything. And I don't respond. I ignore it because I don't agree with it at all. But now that it's hitting home, and my husband and I knew, it was like a matter of time. It's going to hit home. We have 2 people in our family that are teachers. We've got kids in public schools. It's going to hit here. And sure enough, the superintendent of my daughter's school sent out a message to all the teachers and all the parents about this threat that had been made 2 weeks ago, but they just found out on Sunday about it, and they're investigating. Well, guess what? My daughter said that, you know, I wouldn't say half the school's missing, but I don't know the percentage, but there's a huge amount of absentees today. Do you blame them? Parents aren't going to send their kids to school. My daughter was texting back and forth with my husband saying how terrified she is. She's terrified. Why wouldn't she be? Let's put a sign in front of our school saying we're a gun-free zone, because that basically says, come on in and shoot us up because there ain't a damn thing we're going to do about it. So come on in. Air marshals on planes, you don't know who they are. They're just scattered around the plane. You never know who's packing. You can't go into any, at least here where we live, any government office without being checked with the wand and the security, hospitals, anything. You can't go into the welfare office. Yet you can walk into schools because there ain't nothing they're going to do about it. I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. I agree that teachers who probably already own a gun and have a permit should be allowed to pack, and only the people who need to know should know who those people are. Because then these kids aren't going to walk in nilly-dilly thinking we can do whatever we want. Or even better, when they say, well, we'll have a armed guard. Well, don't put them in a uniform, because then the kid knows, or the person knows, I shoot him out and I don't have any more threats. And I got 5 to 10 minutes to do my business before anyone else shows up. You can't do that. You have to have one entrance that is guarded with the wand and the security checkpoint and bulletproof glass so they can't, get through. I mean, it's going to cost money, but that's the world we live in now. We have to spend money to save our most precious cargo, our babies. My husband was telling my daughter, you need to get pepper spray. And she's like, well, what's that going to do? Well, I don't know. Pepper spray can spray as far as 40 feet. So if you can get them in the face before because she goes, what's pepper spray going to do when somebody comes in with an automatic gun and they're, I don't know. I'm going to put a warning before I set this up that it is a rant about gun control, because I don't agree with it. I'm sorry. And so I put a post up on Facebook basically telling, I didn't name them, but they know who they are. I said, keep your opinion to yourself. Do not put any of your crap on my post. I don't want to hear it. My daughter's life could be in danger. Do not even start with me. I do not want to hear about gun control right now. My daughter should have a gun right underneath her shirt and pull it out when she needs it. That's my rant for the morning. Clearly, my anxiety, woke up with the horrendous anxiety again. What else is new? Every single day of my life. And of course, it's really bad, and it's not calming down because, you know, then my husband comes into the bedroom after seeing the news and texting back and forth with my daughter, who had already gotten to school, and comes in. He goes, "Oh, you got to hear this." And okay, that just freaks me out more because now I can just be in high freak out all day. When is this madness going to stop? Not till Jesus returns. Please, God, take us out of here. I know you have an appointed time, but by golly, I hope your appointed time is like today. Sick of waking up like this every single day, and then life hits you. No matter what you do, life is going to hit you, and I have no coping skills. I can't cope with this because I'm in fight or flight 24/7 to some degree. Like I said in one of my last vlogs, my body is never at rest. My mind is never at rest, and my body. Okay, I'm going to end because I got to go get on the treadmill and try to walk off some of this. It's that, or I'm going to start popping another Klonopin because I can't do this. I can't. Oh. Treadmill, check. Vacuuming, check. Mop all the wood floors, check. Mop the kitchen and entryway floor, check. Covered in sweat, check. Feel like I've been run over by a train, check. But I got it all done. So I did, the treadmill helped with the anxiety. Thank God that works for me. It always just centers me a little bit, which is really good. Because I wasn't good before I got on it. Not at all. I don't know, it seems like I'm getting a little worse. My stomach, because I've been taking my stomach's got to get used to the oregano and olive leaf again, because last night and again today, I felt that ucky feeling in my tummy. You know, not quite like you're going to throw up, but going in that direction. Going south. So, I just wanted to check in and say that that's what I've gotten done. I'm sorry. Just the constant burping. So, been thinking a lot about how to secure schools, and I listen to Glenn Beck. Whether you like him or not, I do. I like his politics. I like where he comes from. And this other guy that I've talked about before, Bob Lonsberry, who's a local radio guy, he too. You know, they have some good insight. Simple steps to keep our kids safe. And it's not to take every gun out of everybody's hand. Because guess what? The criminals are going to get them. No matter what you do, they're going to find a way. They're going to get them. So that's my next rant. I'm just doing a lot of thinking because of my daughter, you know. Can't imagine what those people went through or are still going through in Florida. I try because I want to be able to pray more fervently for them, but I can't. You can't get your mind to where they would be, especially when it was first happening and the parents just waiting to hear. You know, you want to get to your baby. Any of us who are parents out there, any of you who are parents, you just got to get to your baby. And I don't care how old your baby is. I don't care if she's 36 years old. I got to get to my baby. incredibly sad and incredibly horrific. And Jesus, please, again, come back soon. Please. I'm going to go get something to eat. Time to fill the gullet. Check in later. Always burping, sorry. So, I want to just update you. Hold on, I got to put the phone down for a minute here. The thing that was going on with my daughter's school, thank God it was taken care of. The kid that was making these comments, I don't know. I guess it's turning out not to be what they thought it was, thank God. My daughter said what was the most frustrating thing is that she had got most of her information from the students, which is really sad because it should have been coming from the school. But anyway, as of now, you know, things are okay, but you never know. You never know. Just don't trust the world we live in anymore. It's sad that you can't go out your front door and have to think that if you go into any public place, you're going to get shot up. But you can't live your life like that, right? Or you'd never leave your house. And we barely leave our house as it is, being chronically ill. I have a hair appointment. I'm going to get my hair cut tonight, 6:30. Cut being, I have 1,000 layers. I want her to clean up the layers and maybe just take off the dead ends. But the consensus is to keep it long. So usually I would get it cut to literally here. I'm going to keep this and just have her cut off the dead ends and put, you know, clean up the layers. So I have poof. I'm not going to use the word horrible because we played that game the other day. Not a terrible day, but, you know, baseline cruddy. But I got things done, and I am going to go out and get my hair cut. As I've said before, I walk in, she wets my hair down in the sink. I can't even keep my head back long enough for her to wash it, but I don't need for her to wash it. She cuts it, and I walk out with it wet. Drive home, which is 5 minutes from my house, and I style it myself. And that's how my hairdresser and I do our thing. She's been cutting my hair for years. She knows I mean, she could probably do it blindfolded because she knows exactly how to do it. Anyway. What else? Oh, the LDN. I increase it Friday, but she is increasing it slower than I thought. We're just going to keep increasing it by 0.25, or at least until I get, my next increase, I have to pick up 2 prescriptions from the compounding pharmacy tomorrow. So one of them is for 0.75. You know, they're making the little capsules. 14-day supply. And then the other prescription is for 1 milligram capsules for 14 days. So I'll be at 1 milligram. And then after that, I don't know if she's going to increase it more than that or if she'll just keep going by 0.25. Sounds to me like she's just going to keep increasing by 0.25. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to talk to the pharmacy tomorrow and find out, could you give me the price of what it's going to cost when and if I get to between 3 and 4.5 is therapeutic, what it's going to cost, because my last prescription was for 45 pills, and that was $30. These prescriptions together are $53. So I need to know what this medication is going to cost me per month, because insurance doesn't cover this. It's a compounded medication. I really am hoping that this LDN does some huge difference. I've been on the Mel Debarkment support group quite a bit, because those people sound so much like me when it comes to the feeling. They all get it. They all get it. And they don't have Lyme. Or at least none of them know they have Lyme. But they have Mel Debarkment, and some of them for years. So I've been on their support group quite a bit, because it's like feeling like a camaraderie with them, because that's my worst symptom, is the wackadoodle head and anxiety. And you get anxiety every time you get wackadoodle head. I've said in the past, I get body pain, horrendous body pain, but it doesn't last, and I can just deal with it. You can take some Motrin, you can soak in a bath, you can do things for the pain, but this wackadoodle head, nothing works. Nothing makes it go away. So it wasn't horrible today, thank God. I never have a day free of it completely, but it wasn't bad, and I didn't get the stroke head. Never got the stroke head today. Thank you, Jesus. So any improvement I'll take. But I just figured, I can't remember when I got my hair cut last. Do you guys know? Maybe I put it on one of my vlogs. I usually put it in my phone calendar. I went back all the way back to September. I know I've gotten my hair cut since September, but I never put it in my calendar. So I don't know the last time I had my hair cut, but it's been a while, because I do my own bangs. I do all this. This is all me. This is all hairdresser. But this is all me. So I can't tell you the last time I had my hair cut. So I'm thankful to God that there's no real crisis going on at my daughter's school, because I just, like I said earlier, can't imagine. Cannot even imagine what families go through. Two friends of mine today, both of them talking to them, same consensus as Jesus has to come back now. We were like, now, or now, or right now. It's like, Jesus, please return, please return. We're done. He said, I know every one of us has got family members who still have not come to the Lord, or have walked away from the Lord, or all my loved ones have either walked away or have heard the gospel. They know. It's all on them now. I don't pray for the Lord well, first of all, it doesn't matter what we pray, because His appointed time is His appointed time, right? But I don't wish for His coming to be lengthened, because I still have loved ones that I want to have saved. It's on them. And believe me, I love my children, and two of them are not serving the Lord. They were all raised in a Christian home. They all went to a private Christian school their whole life. We went to church. We went to a very, very legalistic church that you went to church. Did you count that? 4 times a week. Wednesday night, Friday night, and twice on Sunday. And you be there. Oh, you be there. That was... We don't go to that church any longer. Left it many years ago, but it was the same church that women couldn't wear pants. You had to wear dresses, and your dresses had to be below your knee, and very legalistic and very cultish. But, you know, you got sucked into it. But the point is my kids were raised with a good Christian foundation and accepted Christ, got baptized, and like I said, 2 of them have walked away. It's on them now. I pray for their soul every single morning. Every single morning I pray for their souls, but I want Jesus to return. I really do. Because of this, because of all that out there. It's a crazy world. My daughter shared a little story. This is in the beginning of the school year. This is how crazy our world is. There was a student that was in her class, or is still in her class. And this person has a name that could be boy or girl. Kim. I don't know. I don't remember what the kid's name was. But it looked like a girl. I'm calling it it because we don't know what it is now. And when my daughter referred to it as saying, well, because she had answered a question, and my daughter talking to the class said, well, she said, and it speaks up and says, hold up, what did you just call me? And my daughter's like, what? Because she's like, I didn't call you a name or anything. And she goes, what? She goes, did you just call me a she? And my daughter's like, yeah, I'm not a she. This got so involved that the teachers' union, she had to go talk to them to make sure well, she's tenured, so her job is secure anyway. But it's like, what? It's dressed like a female. It has a female name. It looks completely like a female. What am I supposed to, as they come in the door, what do you want to be today? Just want to know, are you a boy or a girl today? Crazy. I'm sorry. Crazy. Totally lunacy. So, I'm going to sign off. I don't think I'll be back on later. I'm sure when you see me again, you'll say, did you get your hair cut? Because you won't be able to tell, but I'll be able to tell. Lord willing, we'll be back at it another day. That's the rant for Lainey today. Gun control and the crazy world we live in.